that's fashionably late, we'll call it. Welcome to another slightly less strawberry gin laden instalment of the Small Horse Invitational Tournament, the Shit League, with your host, as ever, myself, General Smuts, and hoping to be joining us a little bit later on, live from his presumably living room, aka the gym car park, where I'm told it's one of the hottest dogging spots in all of Scotland. Will be Castor Troy's manager supreme, Mr. CM on the rocks, who I'm told will just sort of appear as if by magic at some point during the stream. Chaotic as always. Mr. Dr. Shipman, good to have you, mate. I tell you what, as you're here, we can potentially even start with you. Look at that! It's almost as if I vaguely know what I'm doing. So I'll sort of start by trying to sort of pick through the rubble that was an absolute horror show of the last drunken stream. That I believe they were the first games. Was that the first of the night? No. I think we started with a 0-0, did we? Yeah, I think we started with a 0-0, and then we sort of steadily got more and more obscure from there. So I think the big winners of the night really were the Nickery Knights, who went unbeaten all night, I believe. 3-0, a 2-1, and a draw there at the end. And yeah, two draws and 2 wins in the 4 games that they played. Not bad. And if you can call them big, most people would say robbed. Would be Castor Troy, who dropped their first points with 1 draw and 2 losses. I'm sure he will come on later and espouse some sort of conspiracy theory for this game in particular. Whether or not it was played initially, who's to say? I certainly don't remember it. I'd be very surprised if Tato Mourinho could remember it. So I can only go on the facts that are presented in front of me, and that is that young Mr. Fife was tactically more astute than Castor Troy, and they won. Whether or not that was or wasn't played initially slightly differently, who knows? Anyone who watched probably, but other than that, who knows? As we said, we'll jump into your game first. Good evening from Canada, or good morning wherever it is in Canada. Star 2, absolute legend, mate. Great to have you back. And since you've been away, no other managers have taken over your hot seat until tonight, where the funky unicorns will tonight become the funky Dumblecorns, as the Grimsby giant himself has taken on the role of manager supremo. Is jumped into the hot seat for tonight, and has picked a team that I have obviously forgotten to set. because I'm fantastically well prepared. So we'll do that quickly now. Tresky. Talk amongst yourselves. Perfect timing for everybody to talk amongst themselves, as we have our special guest. Good evening,
Damn.
Mr. Rocks. How we doing?
If it wasn't for the cupboards, I would say it looks like you are being held hostage in some kind of Vietnamese hut.
Well, I mean, not far off. I am in Leicestershire, so that's it's vaguely Vietnamese. It's similar.
Yeah.
Can you see screens, etc., etc.? Are you visually prepared?
I can see you.
You can see me.
So I don't know that necessarily means that I'm prepared for anything, frankly.
No, probably not. Can you see the funky unicorns? Can you see the Star? You've already lost as a viewer. Star TD2 has disappeared. He's fucked off back to Canada because of your presence.
No, I have no vision of the screen.
Excellent.
At the moment.
Well, I'll tell you why that'll be, because I've not set that up yet.
Because you haven't shared it.
No, because I've not shared it, because I'm a fucking idiot. There we go.
Brilliant.
There
Lovely.
we go. Is that better?
Right. Funky Unicorn. They've got a fun squad.
Exactly.
I like that squad.
Exactly.
I would buy many players from that squad. Whose is that squad? Is that the random one?
That's mine. Yeah. The team I drafted for basically nothing. And tonight it will be looked after ably by Mr. Dimble himself, who has sent me his tactic. I've set everything up apart from the fucking lineup like a genius.
Lovely.
So you're witnessing the birth of a legend right now as I pick this team. As he picks subs, he has as well. Oh, fantastic!
2, 1, 3, 1. Okay.
Where's my score? Okay, he's picked a load
It's
of.
a good squad.
He's picked a load of.
What did we ever come to a decision on what we were doing with transfers?
So I tell you what, I can let you know such a thing live. Look at that, that's good. So I don't think I've made a point of explicitly letting people know. Cheerloser and Liberopolis, lovely. Okay, there we go. Ooh, fucking hell. But I can exclusively reveal that I do have plans in the mix as far as transfers go. I need to work out what the halfway point of the league is. I presume.
Well, it depends how many times you quit the save halfway through and play another game.
There's no proof that happened. All right.
There is proof. I watched the proof. I'm thinking, I'm on 20. I'm on 22 points. This is looking really good. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that screenshot. Wait a minute, what?
I'd love to tell you it was all planned. It was all part of the Rocks anti-Rocks agenda. That I meant it to happen, that I even remember it happening, but I have no memory of what went on, and we can all blame Strawberry Gin for that. Yeah, I mean, Fifey has mentioned there, hello Fifey, good afternoon, you're a prick, you're a snitch. He's got me in trouble with the future Mrs. Smuts as well tonight, cheeky fuck. As I threatened to ban him from coming to my wedding on Friday for not putting a team in tonight. He immediately, instead of putting a team in, I might add, messaged my missus and say, Smuts is being mean to me. He says I'm not allowed to come to the wedding. Yeah, prick. So yeah, presumably...
What if he doesn't talk like Fat Albert? Like...
presumably 13 games. Yeah, in fairness, there is always the chance that come Friday she might come to her senses. The Stockholm syndrome might finally wear off. The handcuffs might come undone from the radiator, and she might escape and never truly become Mrs. Smuts. But who knows? But yeah, presumably 13 games halfway through the season. We'll take a look at it at that point. Everybody should have the same amount of money in the coffers in terms of finances. Although somehow 80 million has disappeared from mine. Obviously can't look at that without doing this, you fucking clever cunts. So we're there or thereabouts. So I think in terms of transfers, there are teams with quite a few players in them, and there are teams that are more than full. And at the end of the season, I will be effectively allowing any bids that come in during the closed season. So everyone will be available for transfer, and any bids that come in will be put to each manager, and they can decide what bids they accept to the non-managed teams. At that point, that will be your budget for next year's draft. So yes, I have taken on board your feedback specifically in that the games are shit, let's just keep doing drafts, and we will we will have another draft ready for next year. So you can keep as many of your current squad as possible as you want, and there will be a much shorter draft this time around, but there will be another 5 rounds of 25 players, including for season 2 some slightly better players. So that's
no, you'll ruin it. No,
you see that was something I was going to put to the group and suggest. So I'm
about the standards of the player in this draft. This is littered with talent, right? This league.
Very much so.
I genuinely think you could take a team from this, put it in the Super League, and win the Super League with it. I
don't disagree.
They're more fun, and they've just got more about them. They're better in every single fucking way.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. And that's why I was going to put this to a vote. I was going to consider putting the current ability limit up to 155 and putting 3 or 4 per round of the draft of those sorts of quality players. But if the general consensus is, which I kind of hope it is, as you've just said, that keep it with the shit random players that we've got, the fun random players that we've got that are, in theory, not world class yet, then I'm more than happy to find another. It's going to be 5 lots of 25.
Who's fools rush in?
That's 5 feet. It's 5 feet. Yeah. Hence being the only person to jump to the Super League's defence there.
It's not an attack on the Super League. It's just the fact that the players in this league are better. They're a lot more fun. Like everyone's played with it. Oh, it's like, oh yeah, I've got one Sebastian Veron in midfield. Oh god, honestly, go and find me a Zambian attacking midfielder that I can sign for 300 grand and sign in Serie C and play all the way up, and I'll adopt him like he was my own. I will have so much more fun with that than it will be spending 40 pissing million on signing Miroslav Klose to score 15 in 37 games.
You do say that, but Miroslav Klose is in this league as well.
Yeah, I know, but that's because all of the German players are criminally undervalued
He
in
hasn't
this
he
league.
hasn't
They're
really done
underrated.
much in the league, in fairness, and was dropped as
So
being
if you,
one of the main reasons that Hodgie wasn't doing particularly well.
yeah, and then he brought in Tony Yeboah, who did me.
He's
Cheers for that.
absolutely he's
It
been
is the
brilliant.
thing on this game though. The German players generally are rubbish, and they cost a load of money to sign, so no one ever signs them.
I'm already famous essentially for having sex. Cheers though. He's Fifey famous for having sex. I'd have imagined it was probably the other way round. Surely he's famously not having
Insert
sex, I
joke
believe.
here. Uh, yes.
Oh well, unless it's with a cat. Yeah, he's fairly famous for that.
Can I ask, when
Yes.
it comes to my game,
Yes.
am I allowed to make one personnel change?
Yeah, do what you want.
Lovely.
Oh, in fairness, yeah, you were. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Your mucky proclivities, your filthy fetishes, did lead to you being on. Oh fuck. Who was there? Being on this morning, Fifey. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Right, should we play a game?
Yeah, it probably
Who
should
we
do, really, shouldn't we? Yeah. This stream's not really about the chat manager, is it? Let's be honest. I said about an hour ago that I'd play this game. So yes, a few small changes. I'm going all professional now, as if I know what I'm doing. The three up front's gone for the good doctor.
He's done a test run of my game and been champed 1-0. Lovely.
And is he?
Do I get
He's not playing this.
do I get bonus points if I beat Stu because he's ill?
Wow. I think that's it's probably akin to Wales beating Ukraine the other night, is it not? Everybody's rooting against you. Let's be honest.
Well, it was very apparent from the other night. Everyone's rooting against me anyway.
That's why we all started the game again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So yeah, a few personnel changes for him. Berkovic coming in. Ko Jong Soo, not a player I've ever heard of before.
Guys, move on.
Yeah, a lot of caps for South Korea at that point.
I mean, it's quite a fun squad in a very roundabout way.
Yeah.
Steve Guppy and Pamo Yukar. I mean, are they the thinking man's Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold? No, they're better.
I'd certainly pick Steve Guppy over Robertson any day of the week. Did Robertson ever play for Celtic? Did he come
I think
from?
he was on the books of Celtic, got released, went to Queen's Park.
And went to Queen's Park. I knew he was at
Dundee
Queen's
United
Park,
picked
and
him-
then Hearts.
Dundee United picked him up from Queen's Park, along with it was him and there was another boy that they picked up, and actually Robertson was the less touted of the prospects.
Yeah.
The other boys gone on to do piss all, and Robertson then went Dundee United, Hull, Liverpool.
Did he? So he didn't play for Hearts. That's me making that up. Fair enough.
No.
Well, they're orange. They're in an orange. Dundee and orange as well. Or is it Dundee United I'm thinking of that are in orange?
Dundee United are orange.
Ah, fuck it. Right, we click and continue. Hang on. Why is this not doing as I expected? 6 degrees of Andy Robertson. There we go. Right, Wade, you can have that one. So first up then is Legends against Dr. Shipman. There was next to no changes again for the fabulous Flamingos. Few personnel changes at the back, but nothing otherwise. Why would you when you're doing as well as he is? So we crack on.
Yeah, very competent.
Yeah.
Very competent.
Lovely,
No less than I would
lovely
expect,
colour
man.
scheme as well. I like to see that. And very much made a cult hero out of 38-year-old Joey Dunn.
Oh, he loves Joey
He
Dunn.
loves Joey Dunn. I love to see it as
Joey
well.
Dunn.
Right, we're going to match stats first up then. Any predictions? That's the thing that people care about, isn't it, at some point?
Flamingos 4-2.
Fair play. A goal
I have no.
fest.
I'm gonna have no idea Flamingo scored because I cannot read that text.
Yeah, I think a goal
Julio
went in.
Arca?
Ark is in
Oh,
the team, yeah.
I need to get the pass on.
Ooh.
Move him central.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I
Look
would
at
do
it.
as well. I have not seen Legends pop in yet. I'll give him a little second or so, but I think
Look at his
that's...
bench. Costanzo, Gonzo, Agahawa, Reed.
It's not bad, is it? In fairness.
He's built an army.
Not bad. I mean, for me, I'd have probably played Agahawa ahead of maybe Orlandini. Gonzo is...
Is Agahawa one of these, that see when he plays for the AI, he develops like a monster, and you're like, oh my god, he's the most valuable player of the game, and then you side him and you're like, you've got 6 goals and 7 assists in 34 games.
Yeah, it's not... Fucking hell, it's not going well, is it?
Stephen Reed.
Yeah, it's just the obvious one, isn't it? It does seem to be a bit of a function of this iteration of Champ Manager is it all goes wrong for one team in a game seemingly every week, and I'll be honest, Aston Square has been the one who's been getting it in the air every single week so far.
The stadium collapsing.
Bless him, so unlucky all the way through. Any changes?
Aston win tonight.
I would. He's not playing me, so I'm happy.
In, isn't he?
Shippers is here, yes. So more than happy to wait on. I don't think there's going to be any need for any substitutes for Legends, as he's already had to make 2.
I mean, what would you look at? Xavi off for Ono and Eba on for Amakachi. Maybe put Ono in between Berkovic and Kojongs.
Get my fucking
keeper off. Gustavo, is that a type of biscuit?
It's got a biscuity sort of feel about it.
It feels like one of those biscuits that when you went abroad when you were little, you would get in Spain.
Yeah,
and it was like, then you'd be like, oh yeah, can we get these back at home? And it's like, no, they don't exist.
No, they went out of business 43 years ago. Pepper Framakachi. Well, he went with one of the things that you mentioned as a possibility. Presumably crack on to 60 from their shippers. I mean, that is probably one of the options I would have maybe looked at is having a DMC in there.
I'm getting dangerously close to over-testing my game tonight. I must have played it about 50 times now. And every time I'm just getting confident, I lose.
I do love that. I do love that.
That's the Troy Camp. No, but there is a little.
Joey Dunn scoring. I'm a big fan of the amount of people that I picked specifically for not giving a fuck about it getting too competitive, and then everybody having a laugh for the first few games, and then it got really competitive very quickly.
13 shots to 4, being beaten 1-0. Fucking hell, this is not going to go well tonight.
It's going well, Mr. Shipman. Every night I put a game on holiday to see how far I can get. Right now, Juventus is playing in a 2,691 person Della Alpi. Wow.
I love that. 3 up top. Berkovic and Kojo Su?
Yes.
That's the kind of formation that you see a Bosnian side playing against you in the qualifying rounds of the UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
And you scud them 6-0, and then they beat you 2-1 in the return leg.
I mean, there's not a lot of attacking options. Are you making any other changes, Shippers? I don't think there's much. Maybe if you're going that, if you want to go really attacking. I don't think there's much.
Guppy and Cat onto the actual wings as well, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Done. Happy with that. Lovely. No problem. And again, I don't think. It's fairly even stats wise. That's the big. It's fairly even, really. Apart from Arca having a very good game and the keeper clearly having a big difference. So there's not.
Just play it. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Again, the only one with any sort of condition concerns is the one man who's not coming off the pitch at any point. You would assume.
You know who's concerned about that? No one.
Literally no one. No, as I've been told in the last two streams. There we go.
It is 2-1.
Oh,
it's been disallowed.
Fuming. Steve Cook has been robbed. In fairness, Legends did have a goal disallowed in about the first 2 minutes. We just couldn't read it.
I've just seen Steve Guppy, I think, had a shot blocked by Kojo Su. So, very coherent.
There we go. Oh, hang on, we've got to do that thing where I slow it down. Ooh, build up the tension. But we can't read it, so it doesn't really...
You can't slow it down if you can't read it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, it doesn't really work, does it?
Paper!
Oh, unlucky. Very much came into their own in the second half.
Is he going to swap teams with Hodgie now?
That's a discussion for next season, I think. When Hodgie inevitably finishes second in the final, and then decides he needs a new challenge because he's taken that team as far as he can go. But a nice bit of drama to kick off the evening. Who else have we got in the chat? Fifey's here. Who's he playing against? No, that one's going to go. You're on late, I'm afraid, Fifey, because Dan. Barrymore deal still stands rocks. What Barrymore deal have you got? You going swimming?
I can't even remember what the Barrymore deal was now.
Are you going to be the Stuart Lubbock to his Michael Barrymore? I wouldn't go swimming with him. Let's put it that way. Who else have I seen in other than Fifey? Minimal interest against me. Yeah, we'll do that one. If you're still there, Tato. In fact, no. Let's go for one of the other games first, and then we'll. I've not seen Matt or Thacker yet. No big changes. In fact, no changes at all, I don't think. Oh yeah, no, there's a bit of more attacking intent there, and Barson's come in. Yes, you fucking know you're here. No, we'll do you a bit later. There we go. There is the manager of the moment. In that case, then, as you are both now here, Dimble managing the Funky Unicorns and Tato managing as well. We'll get rid of that prick first. And he's gone to his asymmetric or his asymmetric formation.
This is the formation that he actually had a bit of success with Aster with, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I think you'll have to confirm or deny because nobody watches the Super League anymore. Not since I got kicked out, anyway.
I do remember him having some success with this.
I feel like Arsenal were winning
considerably
once or
worse
twice.
than like the Gunners one.
Yeah,
it's an awful squad he had. He did a good job.
Yeah.
I must credit him for that.
Yeah, he took a terrible team and made them average. Yeah, which sounds like an insult, but I'll be honest, isn't surprising. So big changes.
I have absolutely no idea. Yeah.
Not necessarily in terms of personnel, because you look at that and that's pretty much everyone who's played every game so far. And one of your big faves in defensive midfield.
Yeah, but I've got Charlie Chaos, so I don't care.
Oh, exactly.
Like
Yeah,
the thing is,
exactly.
this game is littered with good defense midfielders. I
Yeah.
love Gromlin. It's well documented, but Carlios Amanatidis is a player I've never seen anyone else sign, and my God, is he brilliant!
Not a player I'd heard of until you mentioned him. No, not at all. Did you pick a captain, Dim? Having a look at. I think you might have done.
If anyone isn't getting this, genuinely at the moment, listening to Smuts is like getting a report from the World Cup in Peru in 1954.
Fucking hell. It's always a pleasure. So it's a bit of a sort of a twist on the formation that I've been playing. He's pushed. Hey James, welcome mate. That's my de facto best man for Friday. He's popped in. Nice to see you, mate. Still have no idea which fella manages which side. So this is my team. That is tonight being taken over by Dimble, who has a few personnel changes, but otherwise just a little sort of push forward of the wide midfielders to wingers. A few arrow changes. It's been working okay. Unbeaten in fact, the only cunt that's beat me all season is you.
Yeah. With 10 men away from home.
With 10 men away from home, and you keep throwing in a 5, and somehow you still beat me.
That was the one where I was getting absolutely battered in the first half.
You were indeed, and then I just gave up in the second half. Yeah,
I changed my tactic, and
it was
a work of art.
Right? It was indeed. Yeah. Evening Legends, welcome mate. You missed your game, but you did win, and Joey did score. So I think you will be happy once you have a look back. Yeah, no, there's no pressure on this, Dimble. Don't worry at all. But if you do lose, you will have bad luck for 10 years. That's the rules, I'm afraid. This is going to be another one that's going to be a struggle to read. I'll be honest. Already.
Jesus Christ.
That is.
This league's offensive for fucking Stevie Wonder Smuts. I'm reading this literally off, I would say maybe 40% of my phone screen is taken up with this window. And I've just seen Fusini score, so I now want to smash it. Funky Unicorns could literally, I was going to say anyone could be doing anything. At the moment they're doing piss all.
Literally nothing.
Well, I was about to say, they've not even had a throw-in. Oh, there's a throw-in. Oh, big moment for the spot fixers. Oh, is that a goal?
Yes, it is. With
the
first
Mr. Blobby
shot.
stunk for a second, and it's Milan Baroš.
Excellent. Fucking hell. I'm glad you saw that, because I certainly did not. Fantastic. So, probably undeserved. I mean, that looks far more even in terms of stats than it did with 5 minutes left in the first half. But we'll take it. I was going to look at condition for fucking Tato then, but I think that's the one thing I took away from last week. Is, well, other than that strawberry gin is not a recreational drink, is that Tato does not give a shit about condition, and neither do you.
Yep.
So I'll give him a little minutes if he wants to do it.
It's just an added hassle.
Nothing until 60.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. Dimble, do you care about condition? Would you like to have a look at condition?
If he says yes, he's lying. No one fucking cares.
I mean, I'm mostly annoyed that Enzo Maresca's not made the squad, even slightly.
Good.
Any changes, Dimble? Keep it. We are growing into it. We are growers, not showers. Lovely. We'll take it to 60 then, or at least I'll try and take it to 60. Was there a Hearts kit that was simple? Fucking hell. It's been another sort of feature of this league, is that I have not got anywhere near 60 minutes at any point with stopping the game. Yael Rayad having an absolute worldie.
How's he got a 9? What's he actually done?
Let's have a look in terms of...
He's
all his tackles.
2/3 of his passes, and he's had an assist.
His assist, a shot, it was on target.
Three key passes though.
Won all of his headers, won all of his tackles. Lots of key
won
passes.
3 out of 10 tackles.
He's not doing very well, bless him. But are you bringing him off for?
Oh yeah!
Fucking hell! I missed a goal.
What? When did that happen?
Literally as we paused it. I'm glad someone's watching. Neither of us are watching.
What's Swiatchovsky off for Posanzini, swap with Aganaga, Barnett off for Vaschuk, and Keita off for Davidoff.
Barnett off for Vaschuk, Keita off for Davidoff. There we go.
Keita, and then what was it?
And somehow Gronland has survived that substitution call.
Yes, the minimal interest Knight of the Long Knives has been kind to Tommy.
It has indeed, yeah. I think that's what we're thinking. Yeah, that ticks all them boxes. It's lovely. Mr. Dimble. I'll be honest, Five, I didn't know it was 1-2. Until Dimble noticed. That's the kind of visual ability that I need in part-time managers for the Funky Unicorns, is someone who's actually watching what the fuck's going on. I like that. Yes, Cambiasso, Esteban, what a player. The Hearts kit I mentioned, yellow and pink, lovely. I do vaguely remember.
It's like a Mr. Blobby type kit.
Yeah, like a sort of a fruit salady.
Yeah.
Fruit salad sweets sort of kit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, fuck off! Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was fucking coming the whole time. The whole fucking way. As soon as that goal got disallowed, I was about to say that Teo Marino gets more goals disallowed than any person I've ever seen before playing this game. And still, I expect him to catch an equaliser. Probably, on the face of it, deserved, in all honesty. When you dominate the throw-ins 7-3, you probably expect to win the games.
This league isn't about deserving anything.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's about pure luck. But yeah, pretty good game, in fairness. 4 goals.
Yeah,
probably the difference was maybe freshening it up with the triple substitution, which is easy for me to say. Granted, one of them didn't do anything, but yeah, maybe if I was managing it myself, I'd have probably...
Tato deserved. Fuck you all. I think, I think that Tato might have some kind of deeper issues, and I think he maybe needs to address them, as opposed to
agreed.
Insulting the rest of the league. Frankly, the Tories taking is just frankly embarrassing, and if I were a minimal interest fan, which obviously they've got none, I'd be disappointed.
I mean, after what he did to me this week with his CM draft as well, I think, to be honest, he's not just hurting himself now, he's hurting others, specifically me, and my feelings. So.
I finished about third bottom in that. Someone had said at the start of it, "Oh yeah, you're going to win it." I'm like, "I fucking haven't," because I'm going to get sidetracked by something. I can't remember what it was that sidetracked me this time. I thought I'd done really well, and then I'm seeing guys like winning the league with Cottbus, and I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
How?"
I was very, very surprised that my balls to the wall tactic with Kaiserslautern did anything at all. And when it actually won the league, I was like, wow, now I've got to try it with Chewy up front instead of Tonino. And that's probably the worst Chewy I've ever had. And he's still backed 60, or he backed 70 goals in the season, playing one at the back.
Yeah, it probably doesn't help that I also signed the wrong players for the club that I was at. I got confused.
Yeah,
I signed the wrong defender.
yes, I did see that. Yes,
It was like I can't remember. I either signed the wrong players, and it was like, oh, like how have I managed this?
You picked the right team and picked the two players from a different team. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Probably not, Tato. No, probably just doing the one game week tonight because it's 2 full game weeks.
Let's fire through. We'll
see how we go. Yeah, I mean it is already 9:45 and we've played 3 games, so we should probably try a few more games first before we do anything. No major changes there. A little bit of a formation change. Drop in. We basically copied your formation.
Well, there is a school of thought that I think would think that. But look, it's a successful formation, and they say that imitation is the best form of flattery.
Exactly.
I'm here for that. I'm okay with it.
Not finished yet, legends. No, we've only done 3 games. As Fifey points out, I'm not one for really absolutely blasting through games.
It's the fact we're not blasting through the games, and when the games are on, we're paying no fucking attention.
No, it's literally zero attention at all. Just I think that's best.
This is where we see a Shamrock win, though. This is going to be a Shamrock win.
This is the battle of the not in England or Scotland's, as Wales plays Ireland. I think apart from yourself, everybody else.
The geography derby.
It is the geographic derby. Yeah. The Irish Sea derby. I presume that's what sea is in between the two. And I mean that's absolutely fuck all has happened in that.
Are either of them in the chat? I would just click play because I don't think it even merits us looking at either side.
All right, Puri. Chris Kamara's career, Rocks and Smuts have taken over. Fucking hell. His duos go.
This is grim stuff.
Night, Dim. Well, thank you so much for taking over, mate. And congrats on a really good game. I enjoyed that. And I think you're probably right. I think we just crack through. See how we go. It worked pretty well for Swanee. Just absolutely heaving through games on Friday. So see how it goes. But this one's got 0-0 written all over it. Let's be honest.
Oh, could be a late goal. And then Donovan.
I mean, with those sorts of stats, probably not. Yeah, that felt like a 0-0 from the first minute. And we probably got what we said. That was very much a shit league, shit game. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Rodeo Bibbins, aka Champ Mega Horse, aka Dan. Good to have you, mate. Tonight, managing the Sackington Colliery team for the 8th week in a row. As Steve Wright has done fuck all. We like that. So again, some small changes. Nothing in personnel only. For probably the form team at the moment. In fact, probably you can do a thing where you check the form somewhere, can't you? team stats and then view. Yeah, there you go. It's almost as if I know what I'm doing. So not the form team. I'd have presumed, having that's because he lost that 5th game. I was going to say in the last 4 games, 2 wins and 2 draws is not bad going. It's that 5th game against again the same. Did I get anything from Ebbs this week? Now I've said that, I'm a little worried that I got something from Ebbs and haven't done anything with it. McKinley and Moffat bench. Oh no, I did do it. Right, it's fine. There we go. So yeah, only the one change with Hakan Mild, probably the outstanding player on his team. Unfortunately, he's injured this week.
Mm.
There we go. Other than that, nothing massive. Swanee, congratulations, mate. You just missed your game. I'll be honest. The rest of us who did watch it would have preferred to miss it as well, as it was one of the more dull 0-0 draws. So I think hopefully there's going to be a goal in this one to at least liven it up a bit. There we go. That took 2 minutes. Fantastic.
Brutal.
Wow.
Go 2-0. Throw
out the form book. Wow. And a Sorachitsky red card. Oof. That's the obvious, is it not? Probably not. Maybe?
Yes.
Probably makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And a penalty as well. This could be 4-0 in under half an hour here. Oh, Tony saves a penalty. Wow. And he scores his 5th of the season within 4 minutes of missing a penalty. And there's a 5th goal in the first half. This is the literally the antithesis of the last game. Everything happened in the first half, which means it's going to finish 4-1. They do still need 3 at the back, Legends. Yes.
Do you think that people might reconsider the idea of playing a sweeper as being an absolutely fucking awful idea?
Well, Aston Square did immediately after getting dicked in the first 4 or 5 games. In fact, I think it was probably the 6 games in a row he got dicked and went, well, that sweeper can fuck right off. And he's done a little better since. He's got a draw tonight. Haven't seen either Ebbs or Hodgie on, in fairness. I will say congratulations, Hodgie, for your own marriage last Friday.
Hodgie is pumping right now. He ain't watching this.
Almost certainly, he's literally in the honeymoon period. So yeah, he's almost certainly up to his nuts and guts. Yeah. The obvious sort of change there would be to bin off your captain, put that in there, and hope for the best. You'd also probably bring your bowler on, go 2 up top. Oh. Would you suggest that is, as he's trailing, probably go something like that?
Yeah, maybe. The 3 at the back thing. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you're not that arsed, are you? I can tell, but
no, I don't really care. He's fucked.
But you're not making any changes there, are you? Unless anyone's injured, but it didn't stop the game, did it? So
might be the most effective performance I've ever seen anyone get out of Harbuzi.
Yeah, in fairness, especially this early on. At 15, it's probably one of the better Harbuzis I've seen. In fairness, 18 dribbling at that. At 15, 17 technique. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll crack on with that. But I don't expect to see the same goal fest in the second half. Absolute delight as always, Star Team, mate. Thanks for popping in. And much love to all of Canada on your behalf, except for Justin Bieber. He can go fuck himself. Yep, exactly as expected.
This is the board's responsibility. Canada has apologised for Brian Adams on a number of occasions.
Oh dear.
Oh, hello, Terence. Hello, Philip.
Fuck you, buddy.
Hey, what did the priest say to the rabbi, Terence? I don't know, Philip. What did he say? Oh, Terence, you're so funny.
Again, it's another game I haven't seen either of the managers in. So we'll plough through this one. No big changes there. Only one really being Okaronko's injured. Out for 10 days. John Welsh also just about out. So a couple of sort of enforced changes, but nothing too drastic. Gunners have been absolutely dog shit most of the season, as probably most people predicted, with his odd sort of Arsenal
absolutely bullshit squad.
Yeah, you were to the end, 5 feet, at Dan's request. Dan's now here, so I probably could have played your game in all honesty. While thinking about it, but this one cropped up first. There we go. There is a goal. Donati has been fantastic so far. Donati's been absolutely brilliant. And if, as and when I do consider... He's a very good player as well, by the way. Absolute bargain. Absolute bargain.
Romania is weird though, because there's players there like Lutu and who's the other one? Chiraktu. There's players there that like vary drastically every save.
Yeah.
Like frightening amounts they vary per save.
Yeah.
But you get them for like 10 grand because they play for like a village.
Who's Dan? Nobody important, don't worry. Hey, Dan's not even in the league, and he made a point of sending a team in 5 feet. You're in the league, and you've basically about an hour ago went...
Yeah, because he knows that regardless of what he does, he's going to get the game replayed. Because he's going to distract you by going, have a look at the Sweat League. Oh, you've managed to close it. Oh, you just need to play that game again.
In Fifey's defence. Oh, perfect timing, Thacker. No.
Oh, Smuts, you're looking really parched. Why don't you have a drink? Oh, and just while you're at it, press the cross button.
Exactly. He took advantage of me in a weak moment. I think that was the third goal just went in. It did indeed. Somehow he scored in the 61st minute, and we're not even got there yet. Thacker, perfect timing for you to try and sort of salvage the absolute shit show. I would definitely call Fifey a vacant. Legends, yeah. Kallstrom for Tonton, one would presume, Thacker. I think that is
exactly what. That is an absolute, like, if Sports Bible did CM01 substitution, that is absolutely it. You've got a bunch of guys sitting there listening to Kasabian in their office going, oh, remember that time I brought on Kallstrom for Tauntaun? Oh, what a crazy day. Like, fuck you. Fuck every single one of you.
Yes. Somebody's wearing some sort of Burger King crown and calling himself the Archbishop of Banterbury in a motor.
Oh, God.
That's not the worst substitution. It's probably required. Anything else, Thacker, while you're there?
Other than Seagan, or however you fucking say his name, I like Tinian, I like Hirsch, and I like Wright. I just wonder if
Donati's
he'll
brilliant as
sometimes
well.
move to Bayern for like 12 million and win the fucking European Player of the Year. Same with what was the guy's name?
Now,
Dirk Lochner at Cologne.
yeah,
He's another one who's a dark horse.
for me, I'd parlour off as well. 1 in every 10 or so saves, world class. I mean, he's not done badly here for Thacker. 6 in 10.
Yeah,
You'd take
I'm a big fan.
For Ray
But I wouldn't
Parlour.
play him up front. I'd play him behind the front man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're probably right. I would wingers all the way up. As in move all the way up, Thacker, or arrows all the way up? Is that what you're thinking? Or arrows all the way up and leave them where they are?
I would guess it's that.
It's because he said wingers that made me think move to the wingers. I'll double check. And am I right in thinking Ali Adier is a striker? Swap Ali for, yeah. That's what I would have done as well. But yeah, are you happy with the arrows as they are, Thacker? I want to try and make sure that people, especially against myself, get arrows perfect, lovely. So if we're happy with that, I shall click continue. Get exactly what they want in terms of the changes that they make. Because I know I've been on Swemp and other streams and stuff where I'm fucking furiously trying to get everything sorted while doing 8 other things as well, and then fuck it, everybody's waiting. Donny Arrow as well, no problem. Sorted. Just wait again. When you're done, just say done, and we'll crack on. Yeah, I don't want to be a dick about it and be fucking hurry up, you cunt. Although I can feel that energy from lovely cheers, that coming from Tato Mourinho. Again, if you're not making any changes, Iri. Still there, Ox? Have you gone?
No, I'm still here.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm playing chat man while I do that.
Love it. I'm glad to see we got your full attention.
Look, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat here.
I tell you what, the one man who's predicted a 5-1 drubbing after all of those changes, he's probably going to be the one who's closest to being right after all of that.
Oh god, that's not gone well, has it?
No, immediate goal.
Amazing what, and I have to say, is that now 3 and 3 for Javin or 3 and 4 for Javin? Like,
he's not done
because
badly.
he wasn't playing until the last stream where you went, let's bring Javin in to play Rocks, and he scored, and I think he scored in every game since.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me, in fairness. Right, so we will leave your game to the end, and we will play Dan against Fifey. You've not done well, Thacker, I'll be honest. It's great to have you on the stream, mate. Beautiful to get you in on your first. Now that we're in YouTube, which is one of the things that I think yourself suggested, Thacker. So now we're on YouTube. I'm glad to have you in. But no, that didn't go well.
It's fair to say that Sukuk has pulled out of Thacker's side.
Yeah, probably. You won Ebbs, I believe. I believe you pretty much.
Yeah, he won 4-1.
Yeah. It was a bit of a humping, in fairness. So this is the team that the shadow manager and the probably managed. In fact, looking at it, Dan, I think you definitely managed more games than Steve has. Those last 4, and probably those 2 as well. So I think the last 6 you've done and he hasn't lost a game since you've been involved. So understandable.
We haven't played them yet, and we're also not on the schedule. When the hell do we play Sackington?
Good question.
They'll go into their fixtures. It'll be quicker.
Probably would have been.
No,
Right.
Smuts, not that screen. No.
Yeah. Next year.
Oh, it's a while off.
Yeah.
Like 4 games away. 4 or 5 games away.
So we played 10 now, haven't we? Yeah, 10. So there's going all the way around. And playing the Flamingos twice
15?
before they even get to you, yeah.
Yeah, game 15. That's fun.
Yeah, there we go. So it must be, I was going to say it must be last game of the season then for that. What could be top of the table clash. Look at that, it's all set up swimmingly.
Could be, also might not be.
Or very much could not be as well, yeah, exactly.
There is football to be played, and there will be winners, and there will be not one. Oh, is Torres injured? That's good.
He is indeed. So now you're here, dickhead, and you didn't put a team in. I will allow you to make 2 changes because both you strikers are injured. You finally got a chance to see some Muff as well. I mean that's probably the obvious, is it not?
I was going to say it's Peter Weatherson time, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? When it comes down to it, you always take the Weatherstone with you.
Birchall, Nery Castile, Mauro Rosales. Jesus Christ. This is someone who bid for players without having a fucking clue who they were.
Pretty much. Did get the goalkeepers he wanted though, all 5 of them.
Yeah, I know he did. He did a decent job on the keepers, and actually, while he is much maligned, Titus Bramble is not an awful option.
No, I'm a fan of Titus
Les
Bramble.
Potts well develops.
Yeah. Weed Campus is a player that can
He
go.
loves him.
Yeah.
Did he not have him when he won the league with Devils?
Potentially.
Birchall and Weatherhead up top.
Wow. Okay, Muff sub instead of Foa, yeah?
No. I'm guessing because he's got Maloney there, he won't bother.
No, I won't know. He's specifically requested Muff for sub. And right
because Sean Maloney is shit.
He's a big Maloney fan, in fairness.
Again, he's a 1 in 10 safe person.
Yes, yeah. Usually when he gets called up by Malaysia as well, that's when he's best. Obviously, you can't in this iteration.
Talented cricketer in his youth, apparently.
Sorry, say again.
Talented cricketer in his youth, Maloney.
There you go. Is he managing somewhere now?
No, he got binned by Hibs before the end of the season. And he was linked to the Dundee job that Gary Bowyer's just got.
Fair play. I had a feeling I'd heard he was, and was he sort of sacked in potentially acrimonious circumstances as well.
Yeah, well, he came in and signed a load of players, and they got rid of Martin Boyle, who's kind of the main attacking outlet, and had some injuries up front. So they basically had no strikers, and they played some quite pretty football with very little substance. And Hibs made the decision just before the end of the season to bin him, which, yeah, kind of a little surprising, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what Hibs are up to, because they've since appointed Lee Johnson, who was last seen losing 6-0 to fucking Bolton or something as Sunderland manager. So.
On whatever the Netflix fucking series was as well.
You see that they're trying to, as Sunderland are now in talks to sell part of the club to a crypto group, which is just fantastic.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I think that maybe one thing I do. I can't fucking change that on the save. I was going to say that might be one thing I change for next season, but I don't think I can change that. That is
The ability to lose
the
the
colour
Bolton
schemes.
6-0?
No,
No, just leave them.
I'm going to say I always have the ability to lose 6-0 in fairness. Any changes, Dan? Mayo's doing really well at the minute, isn't he? Had a very good night on Friday. Obviously, Fifey's going to want to make all of the changes. Yeah, no. Romeo is obviously the big sort of contender. See, I knew somebody would need to see condition. The big.
You said that. That should be an immediate 3-match ban. Asking to see condition at half-time of a game.
In fairness,
of course they're all fighting.
He isn't one of the managers in the league. He just is.
He is. To be honest,
he is.
He's like the fucking Red Bull of CM01. He just puts his name on loads of teams, but actually does fuck all.
He's gone all corporate since he. 3 up top with Miller in behind. Which Miller? Oh, you fucking
Charlie, I would guess.
Alright, let's do this one, because this one makes more sense. Jack's to left with Matt Leon. Okay. That's all thanks. Roughly right. That's nice and easy. Now, explain yourself, Fifey. Presumably that, and then that. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Come on, you have to do this twice a week. From the other way around in the Super League 5 How are you as bad on the other side of this as you are? Weather Central, yeah. Done. Yeah, so as it is here. Any arrows for Miller? His muff is warming the bench, yes. You had to reset keypad?
No, I get that now and again on my phone when my screen goes a bit bonkers and I have to lock it and unlock it to get it to work.
Fair play. Hovering for the 60 minutes that I'm definitely going to miss again. There's your second goal. And almost certainly, on the face of it, deserved as well. A third? Fucking hell. Again, in the future, he scored. Very, very much deserved on the face of it.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mauling.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much happening on that side of the. This is such a shit team. Well, you drafted it. Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 of the better centre backs in the team in the league.
I wouldn't describe Benero as that. Well, I suppose he's got Bramble and Lescott in reserve.
Yeah.
The DMC Gravison. Yeah, he's a little short on creativity.
Mass for.
He's got total mass on the bench. That is a fucking piss take and a half.
Lovely. And how many changes do you want to make? Right, drop Miller and Birch back with arrows. Okay. Yep.
Mass for Johnson, massive run to striker.
Yeah. Muff for Charlie Miller. Okay. Now I've got a feeling one of these Millers played for Leicester at one point. I'm sure it was Charlie. Yeah, he was on loan. He was fucking rubbish.
98-99.
Yeah.
He was quite a. He was never the most streamlined individual, but had a touch that could make people weep. Incredibly gifted, but a little rotund. Bell for Birch. Good day for Birch.
Just trying to work out what he's trying to do there. Sort of trying to preempt what the fuck he's trying to do. Massive arrow on Tommy G for bounce. Lovely. Done. There we go. I don't think he's taking this one seriously. Still not created a fucking thing in the second half. There we go, there's one. But
yeah, this has been.
He's been pretty much played to form. That one.
Willie Sagnol, man of the match. Ugh.
Yeah. Surprising that he actually came in under the sort of the threshold in terms of quality.
There is some of them though, like Parfenov must have been close. He's got an outrageous. He's theoretically outrageously good. That's one of the better ones I've seen of him as well.
Yeah.
At the start.
Again, Litos, very. This was one of the squads that I would have been most happy with having drafted.
Yeah.
Only because I don't know most of the players that you picked. Ehiog aside.
So I want to make one slight change.
Yeah, no problem at all. I did make those changes that you sent to me.
So there's one personnel change.
Yeah, no problem.
One. So can you make that arrow from Saba diagonal to exactly where Pinardi is? So diagonal to the left.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. And can you take Tetradze out and put Rispin?
Yeah, straight swap. Yeah.
Drop him a skipper. He's underperformed. He goes onto the bench. And can you put, rather than having Pendon on the bench, can you put Chaparro on there and swap Guede for Preciado?
No problem. So this is now the fourth time you have amended your team today. Alone.
Yeah,
just
I must have tested this game about 70 times. I've literally just been testing it for like last
Love
hour.
it. And before we kick off this game, I would like to point out and send all of the shit leagues love and support and
don't fucking
respect
jinx it. You can do that after the game.
To our friend and yours, Dukla Prague's manager Stu, who is obviously in hospital at the moment, and much love, mate. Glad it's all going okay. You threw the best. But the sooner you get us a nice picture of the good-looking nurse, the better. All right, top man.
That's very different formation. Fucking scumbag.
Yeah, there is a little change.
There's a lot of change to that.
A little lot of change, yes. I didn't want to point that out before you dicked about with your team for the fourth time as well. So all of that testing you've done, complete waste of time. Yeah.
But he's playing Yossi Benayoun, which is also a complete fucking waste of time.
Yeah,
I feel quite good about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those players that I didn't even realise was in. Fucking.
Yeah, occasionally I've seen him develop a bit, but nah, not for me. No, thank you.
No, he's obviously a big Portsmouth fan.
I'm guessing he's. I'm just going to guess because it's Australia. I'm guessing Talon Martin's already looking frightening. Because this league's in Australia, I reckon he'll develop like a monster.
I had a feeling. I was sure that Rustico was in. Yeah, he is. Rustico's supposed to be playing. Why have I left Larson there? Hello, Torado, Bacca, Benayoun, Cabello, Dragon, and Cardetti. Yeah, no, my apologies. It's a good job I spotted that.
Interesting. I'm guessing Larson for Laurie, surely. They do the same thing, but Larson is infinitely better.
Let's have a look. Did he put? He didn't put any subs on, but I will do that because you're right. Jacob Larson, another ex-Leicester player, is infinitely better.
It was either test the game or pay attention to anything that's gone on the screen tonight. And having watched Sandfield versus Shamrock, very happy I've been testing.
I love that. It's one of the reasons that the save is available. I'm pretty sure that Tato, if he was able to get onto the save, he would have done about 50 tests as well. And I think Dimble did a few tests with the save once while he was sort of looking after the team.
I can't actually save it because I'm not on the starter kit. I can get into it and load it, but as soon as I try and save it, it doesn't work. So I can literally... I think I did, when we first started the league, I think I did a run of about 15 games at one point. But now that everyone's got like some tactics loaded on, I can actually go in and fanny about a little bit.
So you play not on the starter kit, but you do have patches on, don't you? Yeah, and I think it's probably those patches that's the reason that it's not working, because this is completely clean.
I've got about 5 different folders in my drive for the different databases, and I just rename them as and when I need to use them.
Yeah. So if you've got a completely clean ODB, that's the one to load it on. Yeah. That's the only one it should, in theory, work on.
Right.
But yeah, here we go. We're all Dukla Prague tonight, obviously. Any predictions for your own game? Oh, fucking hell,
I'm gonna get beaten 1-0 here.
I'm hoping so too. I think that's probably the gentleman's way to do it.
I will have a man sent off.
Yeah. Ooh.
I have the most violent defensive midfield ever seen. I'm pretty sure all of them have got at least one red this year.
It wouldn't surprise me. Let's have a look. There we go. 2 yellows, 1 red.
One of the stars of the league so far.
4 yellows, 1 red. Yeah.
1 red. He's going to be banned for about 20 years soon. Michelini, I think he got sent off about game 2. He was an early...
3 yellows, 1 red. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So between them, an average of 3 yellow cards and 1 red card. Not bad.
Lovely stuff.
Brilliant. So we'll see how we go on this one.
Oh, early chance.
There it is. There's the first goal. That's the one we all wanted. Camille Cabello. I'd do a joke about her songs, but I don't know any of them. I just know that she did the Champions League final and got booed. Ooh, that's a loss. I mean, not a massive in terms of... It's probably the change that Stu would have made anyway.
Yeah.
Being the big Pompey fan that he is. Did she piss her pants? Fantastic. I didn't know that she pissed her pants. I didn't watch the Champions League final. I think I was streaming at the time. Great.
That's the actual manager in there.
You've got the starter kit. Well, yeah. I don't think this opens on the starter kit, Ebbs. In fairness. Yeah, you can. I think that's probably the best thing about the starter kit as well. Is the fact that you can. It's completely separate to any of your other saves. It's completely separate to the .exe, the .exe of everything. So, it's a little round of applause there, Dan. I like that joke. That's a good one. Any changes?
Well, it's not half time yet.
Is it not?
It's still a match on 47. You'll click it and it'll go to half time.
You sure?
Oh! What happened there? Follow up and it went to half time. What did the stats
Jimenez
look like?
went for the
It's
follow
not
up, half time.
fucking corrupt refereeing.
Fantastic. I didn't even realise I paused it. Apologies.
No, it was because there was that sub.
Oh, yeah, of course. And then I did do the sub, right? Okay, fucking hell. I'm really good at this.
What are the match stats like?
Of course. Fairly even.
Okay. Let's go with. We will take. We have to take Michelini off here. Take Michelini off. And bring on Preciado. Stick him up top with an arrow from. Stick him up front.
Yep.
Arrow Sava in between and make Pinardi's arrow straight.
Yep.
Just short, yeah. And then move Manatidis across. Leave the arrow off him.
Yep.
And make the arrow. Just leave it like that.
Yep.
I'll go slightly symmetric. Bullshit. What are my centre backs doing? Eggiog, shit. Risp, shit. Can you swap Eggiog and Risp?
Of course. All done?
Yeah, all good.
Lovely.
I'm gonna lose one now.
Don't think there's much. You'd probably bother changing there. So we'll leave that. We'll let that go to sort of 60 minutes, as seems to be the people's preference.
Penalty. Charlie Chaos. Now 1-1.
Are we calling that 1-1 fair play? Are we calling that 60 minutes, or do you want to resume and wait the 2 minutes? Do you want to make any changes?
I don't really think there's any changes for me to make. I think I've just got to swap Jimenez and Preciado round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good to go at that.
No problem. Again, there's nothing drastic there, so I think we'll sort of let that one play out. If you want any more changes or anything, just give us a shout. Let's have a look in terms of player ratings at this point.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ooh, that's a
got
loss.
injured a lot when I was testing this.
Did he?
Oh, brilliant. 15-year-old Talon Martin comes on and scores the winner here.
There we go.
100%.
It's written. It is written. The one player of their team that you picked out from the start as well. I think.
Yeah. 1-1.
I think on paper, in terms of stats, you'd probably be disappointed with that result.
Very.
But Dukla very much in form. You had lost a little bit of form. Some of which may or may not be my fault for accidentally closing it while pissed on Friday. I will shoulder some of that blame.
What were my player ratings like there?
Yeah.
Just done. Sava's been poor. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Probably shaded it, in fairness, and if I'd have left Jacob Larsson in place of Fabio Rustico, might have had a different result, in honesty.
Yeah.
But let's see where that leaves us in terms of the league.
I'm now second.
You are now dropped down to second, and the Rodeo Bibbins captured Sackington Colliery have taken the lead, and in all honesty, the form they're in at the minute, you'd probably suggest that the Flamingos, with their game in hand, you'd expect them to beat any of those 5 teams that they could be playing against, and say that they're probably good value for being up the top there as well. Of course you can see the results. Yeah, of course you can. There we go.
Dunn was good, Kerr was good, Arthur was good.
Ejiofor flattered to to deceive, I'm afraid. Picked up that yellow card. Nothing key. 5 shots and barely any on target. So,
Peter wants one more game.
Well, we can fuck off. After what you've done this week, you'd be surprised you're even allowed in this, you prick.
One more game quickly.
Should
we do a speed round?
Let's have a look. What time are we? 10:30. Yeah, fuck it. Give the people what they want. Oh, hang on. Well, go give him another contract.
Yeah. Well, what is he? Is he a coach?
Yeah, it's one of the Coppolas.
He's shit at coaching, though. But yeah, fair enough.
He's probably a better scout, in all honesty.
He is awful at coaching.
Always appeal. Dwayne Pearson, who? David Lloyd. Is that the type of gym that you're usually outside of, at David Lloyd?
Nah, it's a pure gym that I go to.
Fair play. Are you at the gym still currently?
No, I haven't gone yet, which I'm actually looking at the time going, maybe a second round isn't wise, but we'll go for it.
Well, you can. Everybody can see how the sausage is made here. We've got 6 days to click through.
Does anyone else fancy jumping on comms?
Feel free to if you need to go, mate. You don't.
Oh no, I want to be on for at least my next game.
Well, we'll run yours next.
I think I'm playing Ebbs next.
Let's have a look. You are indeed.
I am playing it.
Yes, there we go. The early Gordon Banks' contract. Oh yeah. Got Gordon Banks as a coach. Cool. Good. There we go. Alright.
Nearly there.
Clive Clark. Oh, what a player he was. One of the most unlucky players, along with Fabrice Muamba. Is that one of the random? Yeah, it's one of the fucking random Australians that are floating about. And I was actually at the game that Clive Clark had his. He had a heart attack during one of the games for Leicester, and fucking hell, it's all about the setup. I fucked it. Valderrama needs a new contract, obviously. We offered him one, no. There we go. Oof. Legends, you should probably stay there, as half of your squad looks like it's fucking injured. Right. I do normally check, to be honest, and I've not seen anybody be getting them. So Wednesday the 12th, why is it not? Why wouldn't it just be on a Saturday? Fucking hell. Fuck's sake. Alright, there we go. Are you at least winning your other chat manager game that you're playing? Or are you testing this still?
Actually, that's a point I could quickly fire through. See, Ebbs is relatively consistent. Is Ebbs still on? I haven't seen him in the chat for a while, but he's kind of played the same tactic for a while.
He has played the same tactic every single game.
Right, okay, so I can actually realistically test this one.
Can I do?
So, right, I'll play what I just played against Stu and Sod's Law. I'll win. I'll actually make the goalkeeping change this round.
Right. Excellent. I've never tested. Well, that's why you keep getting the Rona. Oh, 3 more days. Here we go. Barcelona transfer bid for Xavi. No.
Yeah, I've just beaten Duke 4-0. Oh, 4-1, conceded a goal in the last minute.
So that is guaranteed not to be the result. Yeah, this is one of the perks of hopefully all of he's one of the actual players. Hopefully next season all of the fucking random players that are in the background will fuck off.
Can fuck off.
And I won't have to worry about this shit next season. Problem is, I have tried to just sort of bin them off on a free transfer and they just keep lurking around. Just keep turning up for fucking training and shit for no reason. Right. There we go, right, it's 1 day out now, we're getting there. Teen intensive, okay, lovely. You'll almost certainly have to remind me of that in a minute.
He's an Aussie.
Yeah, it's also because he used to play for Leicester. I've got a feeling he was in the draft, or maybe he wasn't. Okay, I'll check that one. Before I give him another contract. Right, there we go, we got there. So we will go with your game first then.
Right, I'm going to move Chuck Michelini up front and then put an arrow between it and a short arrow on Bernardi, moving Manatibis to the right. And what we'll do is we'll stick Sava up front and I'll get Epurianu in for Michelini.
Yes. And then is Michelini swapping to the bench at all?
No. Actually, take a quick look at him. Yeah, leave him out just now. Can you also change my defence out so it's Egiog on the left? Egiog, Risp, then Martinson.
No problem.
Right, we'll go with that.
Excellent. Condition all fine. And do you choose anyone for captain? You asked.
It'll end up being some bastard. I don't really care.
No problem. There you go.
Martin's interesting.
And Ebbs, are you still here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. List by games.
List by games played.
So that will be selection and then appearances. There we go. Trying to get everybody in the squad a game. I like that. Yeah, other end, yeah. Or do you mean other end? God, I know there's a delay. I don't know how delayed the delay is. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Kevin Moffat's done alright, actually.
He's one of those players that... no problem. He's one of those players that...
I would play Moffat as a DMC though. I think he's better as defensive midfielder.
I don't know, he's got no creativity, no passing. Work rate's decent.
I've put him in the middle of a 3 and literally turned every instruction off him. And just gone, stay back, stay back for corners, stay back for everything, just tackle the fuck out of things. He's been quite effective.
Fair play. Not a player I've ever used, in fairness. But yeah, look.
I think he was part of my Barrow side that won the Champions League.
Nice. Any more for any more amps while we are here? Radoi's been shit, but give him one more game.
My Barrow side that won the Champions League was Rachupka in goal, James Knowles, Neil Scally, Mike Duff, Michael Dunwell, Danny Jones, Steve Howsham, Stuart Roberts, Lee Collins, Graham Marchant and John Duffy, who starts at Peterhead.
Wow.
What a team that was.
That is the lower league.
Let's have a laugh at me losing a game.
Again, yes.
Caballero's going to chuck in a 5 here. I meant to drop him. Oh, he's made a save though.
I'm going to say there's a lot more.
We're getting
on this side.
Here.
Yeah. Although that looks fairly even.
There's just a spell where there's a lot of fight.
Yeah, I'm going to say I was seeing a lot. Yeah. Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back. He'd gone missing the last couple of games. And
he's not been himself, but there's Facundo Sava as well.
Yeah, also went missing.
My goalie will get sent off again.
You have also been fairly unlucky, Ebbs, in that that's 2 of your 3 goalkeepers in the squad have had red cards. In fairness. Presumably nothing to change on your side of the...
Egiog has been like my worst rated player in the squad. He's been horrendous.
And is probably, in terms of actual ability, probably your best player as well.
He is.
Which is a surprise.
It's
one of the players that some people really, really rate Hugo Egiog.
Just stick with it.
Yeah, no problem at all. I've never really got a tune out of him at all. Go direct. Yeah, I never really got a tune out of Hugo Egiog at all, but I also understand why people like him.
I'm fascinated to see this because I never change my player instructions.
No, me neither. In fairness, absolutely never.
I know that there's a few guys that talk about this, like going direct when you're losing and stuff like that. So.
I think that's sort of a almost like a common sense thing, like if it were actual real life, that's how you would do it, and I think that's probably how the makers intended it initially. Was to sort of take a common sense approach to it. They've obviously ripped up that fucking rulebook with Football Manager and absolutely just dicked it. Right, switch the centre backs around. Yes. Switch the outer CMs.
Hibs have just signed a striker called Momadou Bojang on loan, and if his song isn't Mr. Bojangles, then frankly there's something wrong with football.
All the stuff I never do just for fun. I like that. Any more for any more? That five's looking particularly bleak, although that is one of the better players on the team. Go. Lovely. Right, we'll go to... Oof, oh, that was quick. Absolutely nothing's happened. Straight to 60. Come back into it a little bit more.
I wasn't paying any attention.
Nothing happened at all. You literally...
Get Jimenez off for Preciado.
Resting him up.
And get Chaparro on for Pinardi.
For who, sorry?
Pinardi. Up at the top of the list. Where you would find the list.
That's why I fucking couldn't find him. I'm looking for the goal. I'm thinking, well, it's not in goal. Fucking prick. Excellent, no problem. And Ebbs, from your side. I know you'll want to see condition, because you're sane. So can you still see me on screen, Rox? Go again, yeah.
Yes.
You can. So you might be able to see the Phil Mitchell's head under my armpit as preparation for the wedding. My missus has waxed my armpits today. I do not recommend it.
No.
Fucking ow. I thought, I'm double hard. I'm beefcake. I can take this like a man. The squeak that came out of my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I will be surprised if she still marries me come Friday after hearing that noise come out of my mouth. Ooh,
goal disallowed. And we've hit the bar. This has all the hallmarks of conceding a goal and roundabout now.
Yeah. And then shit in your pants towards the end of the game, yeah.
Caballero made a good save as well. Preciado has missed at least 3 chances since he's come on.
I'll be honest, I don't expect that to make my wedding any better. I don't expect to make the wedding night any better. But I will be on quite a few layers. And it's expected to be very warm on Friday. So hopefully that streamlines me and means I will be slightly less sweaty and messy come Friday. But routine win for you, Rox.
Yeah, pretty happy. Must have been a few chances conceded towards the end, but I'm guessing Preciado 2 shots, neither on target.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Egiog went up to an 8 though.
I wasn't expecting anything to their Ebbs, I'll be honest.
Akurianu did fuck all.
Well, apart from getting that goal disallowed right at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that. So, happy days.
There you go. Are you staying on for a bit, or are you bidding us adieu?
I'll stay on for one more.
No worries. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll put this fucking reprobates game. Would you give me a game? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'll make sure I do that next time. So apologies.
Was it Strand or Paul Sanzini on the bench?
Is that what he wanted?
I think so. I think he might have said to take Fusini out for Larea as well. Maybe Monterrubio in for Riyadh. Seth Johnson for Tommy Gronlund.
Seth Johnson. I think that's Sam. Yeah, I'm gonna say. I thought it's not Seth Johnson. Tate, you prick. Speak
I think
now.
it was Cosanzini for Strand.
I remember the word. Yeah, definitely Strand.
Or was it Davidov?
What's up with
Diop?
You shit. That's what. On a big, please. Any more? No. You're up against Ko-Roma. Is Fifey still here? I've not seen him for a while. He was watching Love Island, so I imagine the curtains are closed and his caravan is shaking. That's a very niche reference to a TV show called Coupling from the early noughties.
Yeah, with Richard Coyle and
yes,
other people in it.
The fella from, is it Jack Norrington from
yes,
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Sarah something or other, who's been in fucking everything.
Alexander, yeah.
Yeah.
There. And then the brunette is now in America doing some sort of TV show, yeah.
Diop off for Larea.
Diop for Larea, okay. There we go. I am waiting for you to finish twatting about, you dick.
I think that's
enough now. That's enough now. Fuck off. Fernando's contract. He's Brazilian, right, but not Australian, so I don't think he. Yes, he was there last season, right? So we'll ignore that.
What we're going to do with Fifey's team?
This delay kills. Yeah, it is painful, the delay, in fairness. Let's have a look. So he was absolute shit last time out. Is Carl Court fit again? Yeah, so you
yes.
Get rid of fucking Mark Birchall. He's absolutely dog shit. I mean, I'm torn between wanting both of them to lose.
What other options has he got? Kenny Miller in attacking midfield doesn't make an awful lot of sense for me. What I would say is take him out and put him on the bench instead of Maloney. And put Charlie Miller to AMC. And put Gravison in central midfield and Foy at DMC.
Like it. Is Fifey here? He's not answering, so I'm assuming he's not.
Nah. I don't think changing tactic, but I think personnel's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Solid. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, that's an infinitely better team immediately.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Fuck it. Straight into it. Jesus, what? Just been attacked by a moth.
CC yellow.
Not a lot happening again. There we go. There's a goal. For the Chin. You're not wrong about that creativity on the Ko-Roma team at all.
Oh, nearly 3. Well, should we do what Ebbs did and send them direct, given that theoretically they've got 2 big lads up front who head everything?
Good thinking. And then let's get rid of one of those big lads because he's been fucking shit and I don't rate him at all. Or do we bring Muff on?
Muff theoretically is quite good. I would move Gravison to DMC and put arrows on him and Bowie forwards. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
It's very similar to what I've just played, so
fair. And
I don't
then
think.
Tato, I don't think he'd be. I mean, he will make changes because he's a prick, but I mean, if you on the face of it, you probably don't bother making any changes there, do you?
Nah, I wouldn't bother. Maybe Davidoff for Keita, but that's about it.
Yeah, potentially. But with Katie, you've got the option of them dropping him back here if needs be. Whereas Davidoff's a straight striker, isn't it? Along with Ficini. Okay, there you go.
Keita off for Davidoff, yeah. Lovely. Let's play.
Sorted.
Early chance for interest. Oh, Muff. So it forces a save. Is that their way back in?
No, I
Bloody
doubt it.
hell. I'll just leave it as is.
Yeah,
I don't think there's really anything you can.
I don't think there's nothing. There's nothing happening there, is there?
It's still 2-0. Just play on.
Zero shots on target. That is dreadful.
Craig Bellamy is not a left winger of repute.
No, he's. No, in theory, you'd look at it and go, "Oh, he's quick." He's
quick,
not
but
the
he's got
shittest
nothing else.
crosser. Yeah, he's not the shittest crosser, but yeah, well, that was basically his.
Just play on.
Tonight, yeah, we'll go there. I mean, that was pretty much how he got his career anyway. He was really determined, and he was quick. There you go. That was
Bolts 3.
all over at this point.
But we see a hat trick. Lassisi's now been sent off. Oh, good grief.
It's 2 minutes. There's a minute left. There we go.
Oh,
20
yeah,
yards
scored
out.
now.
Wow. Is that a free kick that went in?
Yeah. Straight from the free kick.
Hit the free kick, yeah, fair play. I am typing quick. Yeah, no worries at all, Tato, mate. No, it's all good.
I'm 5 off now, mate.
Yeah, absolutely no worries at all, mate. Thanks for joining. Good luck at the gym.
Worries.
And congratulations on finally getting 3 points. That's what.
Yeah, finally.
First
well,
win in
until
5 or something.
And have to replay all the games again.
Yeah. So as soon as you nip off, what I'll do is I'll close this down. Then we'll replay all those games and
Re-offer all of those contracts and everything like that. Just,
exactly. Yeah,
just for the hell of it, man.
Yeah.
Right, I'll catch you later, pal.
Catch you later, mate. Yeah. Joy as always, mate. Top man. Love you long time. Toodles. What a lovely man. Right, that's the obvious. And then, what do we do here? That's probably the most. What makes sense the most for him? And that's what we got in reserve. Janaga Fjortov on the bench, fantastic. Nothing too drastic, really. Not the best version of him I've seen. No, we'll leave it as is, we'll go with that. And then, Thacker, are you still here? Not seen you typing in a while. Obviously, last match out, you got absolutely humped. So, if you are here, I would understand if you wanted to make some changes. Give you a little minute to have a look. Not seeing anything, so I might jump through. Yeah, we'll jump through. Anybody who is still in the chat and hasn't played, there we go. It's gone well for him anyway. Anyone who hasn't played their second game yet and is still in the chat, pipe up if you can. Say hello, and I should play your game next. Presumably Dan is still around. The man never sleeps. There we go. A deserved goal there. Yeah, I thought you'd still be around, Dan. Lovely. There we go. A deserved second goal there as well. I've never seen as dominant a first half that wasn't far more dominant in terms of the goals there. And surprisingly, these colours aren't clashing as badly as I'd expect them to as well. You don't make any changes there, and to be honest, there's nothing much there you'd change either. Maybe Parlour for Kallstrom, and then do that as he did in the last game. Go for that. Hope for the best. That's a third there, and again, on the face of them stats, very much deserved, and a fourth, and a sixth goal, a fifth for Duckluck. Wow, absolute goal fest. That is thoroughly dominant. Could have been a penalty there as well. Another penalty waved away. 7-goal thriller. Lets 5 goals in and still gets a 7 out of 10. For saving 10 shots out of 15 on target. That is... wow. Fair play. Who we got left? Dan, you're still here. What about Legends? I don't know if Legends are still here. My game's still there as well. What are the fixtures like? Dun dun dun. Really, for me, no. As right as get. Get that one out of the way. Nothing needs changing there. Let's hope that this will be the game. My gameplay's absolutely fine, Dan, mate. No problem at all. Ooh. Just needs a contract. Lovely. Any changes, mate? You wanted to play about with the tactics a little bit, didn't you? You wanted to go with the 1-8-1 but with 3 at the back tactic that you use in Stiemp. Is that correct? Back in for Jacks. No problem. Yeah, back to 100%. Jack's on the bench at all? No problem at all, mate. We'll do that. Crack straight through. I haven't seen Swanee pop back in, so I will have a look at this for him. But did fairly well at stopping. Just having a quick look there. Yeah, everyone's 100%. Yeah, did fairly well at stopping anything going in and that's probably the sort of defensive action you'd need against the marauding Sackington Colliery. He says with half an hour gone and 0 shots. There we go. That's the first shot on target 40 minutes into the game. Wow. Not a lot occurring, I'll be honest. Any changes done? A bit of condition action as well. Everybody's fine. Ooh, Pop Magostino here. I'm going to make the assumption that you're going to go with... maybe not, actually. So there's a potential injury to Agostinho. Other than that, everybody looks okay. Do what you were doing. Okay, no problem at all. Right. It's left me back. Cool, no problem at all. Okay, any more for any more? That'll do till 60, lovely. And is there anything needs changing? Yeah, we'll get rid of one shot for the dupes. Doesn't look like there's anything else needs doing, so we'll do that till 60. See how we go. No worries at all, mate. Not just you having that. There's your goal. It's that man again, Bernardo Romeo. Been the difference in most games so far for Les Sac. So all look okay in terms of condition. Yeah, I'm not sure if the delay is something to do with maybe now we're on YouTube as well as Twitch, I'm not sure. But doesn't seem too drastic. Pretty similar with Swemp and with the Super League as well. There's always that delay. It's to be expected. Changes please, ... Tension, damn, the tension is killing me. Litas off for Conticchio. Move wingbacks to fullbacks. Yeah, with arrows halfway, no problem. Is that your lot? Parfanov sent back on his own. And presumably no. That. And that was your arrow. Addo, run to top. Oh, sorry. Like that. Again, I know there's a delay, so I'll wait a moment for you to confirm or deny that that's what you meant. Grand. Yeah, cool. Lovely. So we shall go with that, and we'll crack on to the end again. John Hartson there. We're going to need. No worries at all, Dan, mate. Absolutely no problem, mate. I reckon we go. Ooh, I am. Let's do that. Do that, and then any of these right-sided defensive midfielders. Yeah. Fucking hell. Right. Just gonna have to go with this. I know Saeed. Oh, fucking hell. Saeed is at least left-footed, so we'll do that. Give him a bit of a chance. Oh dear. I'm gonna make an educated guess that is what you're going to do for that. But I will wait and let you and correct on. There we go. No problem at all. Seen enough of your games through Swem to probably accurately predict sort of thing you would probably do in terms of substitutions. And it's another win for you. Keeps you at the top of the league as well. Unbelievable. Let's get that one in gone. We'll crack straight through that one. Lovely. Unhappy. Yeah, they are underachieving. Considering your options. Underachieving. Right, okay. And Bruno, underachieving. Lovely. Right, well, is this the game to turn it around? Probably not, but we will try it anyway. Oh, is this going to be another 0-0? Can't be, surely not. There's a red. Okay. I'm gonna change things around a little bit here. Go with that. And then fuck, he's got no fucking subs. Yeah, not a problem at all, mate. I didn't even realise you were still here, Tater, mate. Yeah, not a problem at all. Yeah, that's gonna be the most obvious one, isn't it? For Kojo. So. Oh, we've got a goal from a fucking centre back. There we go, lovely. We'll crack straight through. And a second one. This has got to be the game where Aston are finally getting the rub of the green. Third goal. And I thought that was a fourth there. There is a fourth. And a fifth. Wow. One of the shittest first halves ever. And you've got to say, that's changed the game. Very, very much changed the game. Really against Flamingos. Lovely. After that win, I don't think there's... Oh no, John Welsh is probably going to want to pop in. Yep, went really well. That formation change. Yeah, so get John Welsh back in. How did Costa do? Okay. Probably say that's your obvious one. Fuck it, we'll go from there. Oof. Some big changes needed. I'm going to change it up, he says, at 0-0. At 0-0 with a man sent off, in fairness. Okay, right, so... Well, Melchior's the obvious there. He can't play defensive midfield, so you put in Tiato there. And then a left-sided midfielder, you put in Agahawa. Ah, there we go. Sorry, legends, mate. I didn't know you were still here. Excellent. Agahawa midfield left. Tiata DMC. Perfect. That's what I was doing. And then, what were we thinking? I fell on the bench. As he did pretty well in the early games. As you're still here, mate, I shall give you a couple of minutes. Yeah, I for bench, lovely. And then we shall see how we get on. Done, perfect, mate. Yeah, again, common sense sort of changes there, which is lovely. I'm sort of slowly working out people's sort of preferences in terms of, oh, that's a shot first goal. That's more expected. There we go. Slowly working out people's preferences. Dan, I've obviously had all them swim games in the past and working out what people are sort of used to making changes. There's probably the only one who look at changing. There's no one there to change it to. Sorondo maybe. Mark goal, sickening. Lovely to have you about, still rocks. Yeah, no, change that for Gavilan. You can play centre back, I think. Yeah, but fucking ever. And leave that be. Any changes? See if you fucking hell, not this shit again. Confused me enough last. Orlandi swap with I feel good. Shout. Any more for any more legends. It does seem a bit quicker in fairness to the YouTube chat. Yeah, it does seem that way. Have Sackington Comrags played yet? Yes, they've just won Rocks, literally a moment ago. That'll do, lovely, there we go. Pause it at 60, but I am not expecting much. Play straight through, no problem at all, mate. Will do. Is there going to be a winner? There is. Or is there? There is. There is a winner. It is that man. Joey Dunn, Ejiofor, has got overexcited in the celebrations. Oh wow! Unreal. I've made legends. If you were going to make any more subs than that, I apologise. I've gone with the obvious straight swap. What is Joey Dunn, by the way? Not a player I've ever seen before. I've got to take that one on the chin as the. That is poor league management. All night I've been really patient with everybody, and then I've made the obvious change there because there was minutes to go. All subs are good, right? Good. I feel a little bit better there then. But yeah, that was a touch harsh. I don't think there's anything needs changing there really for the Knights. Maybe Ham scored. No, leave it as is. And then I will leave. Fucking hell, I've got Paul O'Grady in the team. So Laura laughs. I will leave the team as was set up by Dimble as well, and then it's his fault if I lose. Of course. I'm fucking dicked so far. Might need to be some wholesale changes coming at half time here. There we go, Barosh. It's 2-2 for Barosh. Does this feel like everything is happening really slowly though? Nobody, but it's only 10 of the 2 keepers at the minute. Both playing really well. Nothing obvious really there. Maybe Bonfim needs to swap out for Rusev, as he was shit in the last game. Mounge would be the other option, but he scored, so you probably don't change anything up there. Still going okay this side of things, so I'll leave that as is. Go until I can be asked. Probably on the shape of it, should be leading, really. Definitely should be leaving. Oh, fuck off. Fuck right off. Bullshit. Not amused. Literally nothing's going to happen here, but that's bullshit. But yeah, Sackington Colliery maintain their lead at the top by their single point. Flamingos unable to capitalise and narrow that gap down at all with that last minute equaliser. Yeah, just about snuck ahead there with a game in hand as well, in fairness. So you're doing okay there, Tato, in fairness. You're not as shit as I was expecting. Another good night for Dr. Prague. Another good night for the Knights. But very much sort of catching up there. The 2 teams at the bottom of the league there are, with the sheer volume of goals they're letting in, probably deserved to be down there. And maybe back to the drawing board for the doctor. We'll see how we go. Have a quick look at some of the player stats there. Jimenez dropping in terms of the average rating, and Romeo absolutely walking ahead now. Just an absolute goal machine at the minute. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. That's the last one as an unmarried man for me. So I'm going to be a kept man this time next week. I'll get the save on at some point in the next day or so. Probably Monday, in all honesty, because I'm not going into work. We'll call it honeymoon, but I'm staying at home. Congratulations again to Hodgie on his nuptials. Congratulations to Grimsby Town and to Dimble for getting promotion back into the league where they belong, into the Football League. Again, best wishes to Stu, and all the best, and hope for a speedy recovery, mate. And you are always welcome on here, buddy. Whenever you're ready, there is a seat in the Teams chat ready for you. And thank you to Rox for joining me this evening as well. Absolute pleasure, mate. Nowhere near as angry as I was expecting, so that's delightful. And yeah, commiserations to the future Mrs. Smuts. You have made terrible decisions for the last 6 years, and this one's probably going to be the biggest mistake of your life. So good luck, God bless, and we shall see you all next week, where you can call me Mr. Smuts. Love you all long times. We shall see you on the flip side.